One of my channel members brought the brisket and egg tacos. Man, they're so good. Howdy y'all, Michael here. Today is Saturday, March 21st, 2026, and we are at the Go Kit Challenge once again at the Doubletree Ranch Park here in Highland Village. So come hang out with me. We're getting ready to start up here. We have Mr. Dell here, our resident cookie for North Texas Hams here, and doing the coffee. Of course, Jordan and his brisket tacos, and oh my gosh, those are so good. I think he's got some that are straight brisket on top, but that's a little trade secret. And the muffins. So we're still starting to get everything gathered here. Got a bit of a little raffle here. A bit of a raffle. Now that's a knife. That's a very nice knife. Kelly brought his Go Kit from last year again. It looks like he's got a battery system set up on it. Pretty nice. Scott's got his sky hooks on display here. Mr. CW here.
About building one version for the high vans as well.
He's got his little CW rig. QRP obviously. A little FT1DX. Full setup here. We'll dive into it a little deeper here in a bit. WTF radio, REYDIO. And it's got this little Tahoe here with an ATAS. Nice setup on the back here. The nice hole up in the air. Taking a wire down to the trees here. Tell us who you are and what you got here.
Morning everybody, I'm Greg, NE5 GT. This is my portable setup. I usually use it for POTA. It fits right in the back of my truck. We have two 12 amp hour batteries in here in parallel, so I have 24 amp hours, along with a power supply so I can run off shore power or battery. And of course we have 200 watt solar panel as well. So I've got plenty of power. Here we have a AC 710 speaker and a little B-Link computer, which is running the WSJTX, running FT8 right now. This particular monitor you can find on Amazon. It's a Spectre, and the neat thing about it is it's 12 volts.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
it's like an RV type monitor.
Yeah, so I mean, it's running off the battery as well. It doesn't take a lot of power, but it does take power. So usually when we go out to POTA, I just put this in here, and when the family goes out to the lake for camping, we just operate off the tailgate. Of course, I do have smaller Go Kits. Those of you who know me, sometimes we take that.
So very cool. So what antennas are you using here for this?
This is a spider beam up 33 feet, and I have an end fitted half wave out there. It's one of those POTA reels, a real potable, one of those. It's a chalk line winder.
Okay.
And it works perfect. Just run it out there till it stops, and it's good on.
So it's quick.
Yeah, it's quick.
You said it took like 10 minutes to set up, right?
I can set this up out at Ray Roberts in about 10 minutes, and I live 15 minutes from the park.
All right.
So we go out there often.
So you're running a 891 inside the truck with the ATAS.
That's right. Inside I have an 891 and a FTM 500 for dual band.
Okay, very good, very good. I love the FTM 500. So Well, very cool setup. I like this. I like this a lot.
Thank you, Michael.
Hey everybody, Sean, KX7WTF with WTF Radio. We're out here at the Go Kit Challenge showing off the WTF unit. WTFU, yes it is. So what I've got is my 91 set up out here as a photo deployment type setup. Connected to a battery with the coax running through the truck up to the ATOS on the other side of the truck.
Okay.
This LED string also demonstrates I can set it up with a embed half wave if I wanted to. Inside the truck is an FTM 400, which is an upgrade from last year. And it also has a Anytone 878 beaconing APRS off a separate antenna so it doesn't tie up the 400. This is the version 1 of the truck setup. Also inside there's also tablet mount, phone mount, for extra comms and also for reading radar when I do storm chasing.
So very cool. So you're WTF Radio on YouTube.
Correct.
And what about TikTok? I've heard you've been in the TikTok space.
You can find me on TikTok as well, WTF Radio. REYDIO.
Good morning, YouTube. My name is Brandon, KJ5 LXS, and this is my my Go box, my Go kit. It's kind of everything all in one. So I built several different boxes to try to accommodate really any situation that I would be in. So I have a battery box here. So it's got a 12 volt, 100 amp hour battery in it. It's got a 2000 watt power inverter underneath it. It's got the Rig Expert charge controller, and it's also got a 14.6 volt, 10 amp battery charger underneath it. And then on the front here, you have my battery monitor, and then I built these carbon fiber plates and bolted those in. And then you got your power poles and USB plugs. Then on this side, you have your solar charging. And then on the back, you have shore power, so you can just plug it into the wall. And then your master on-off switch. So that's my main battery box. And then this is my radio box. So this, on the front, it's got a battery monitor. And it's got the USB-Cs, and then I put in some lights in case it's dark outside. Then the master on-off switch. On the inside, it has the Optima that goes with the FTX One field unit. It's got an onboard PC by B-Link. It's a 12 volt mini PC, so it plugs into the monitor. So here's my battery charger, and it's got a 50 amp hour battery in it, and it also has a Rig Expert charge controller. So on the back, if you want to come around the back, sorry.
Oh, it's all good.
Well, on this side, it's got shore power, so I can plug it into the wall to charge it. It also has solar charge inputs. I've got my my 2 meter, my HF inputs here, so I can just plug them in. And then down here, you've got HDMI and USB, and then here's another one, HDMI and USB, and then an Ethernet input. So the goal is I really never have to open the box to do anything. I left it open here because everybody wants to see the wiring, whatever. But if you look at it, I think I'm new to this. I've never built anything like this before. So these were my first projects, and it's taken a while, but I thought they turned out pretty good. I think I thought of most everything, but once I get my general, then I'm sure I'll need some more. But I can run dual monitors. I can really run anything you want. I've got enough battery power and connectors and everything else to where you never have to open the box. And these are just some fun projects that I've built over here. Like this was the first box that I built. I just wanted to learn more about 12 volt wiring and how to incorporate all this stuff into one little confined space. So it's got just two 12 amp hour batteries. It's got a Bluetooth Fuzzy audio amplifier, and then the fuse box, a solar charge controller, and it's got It's got 4 of these little 3.5-inch woofers.
Oh, nice.
And then on the front here, I had to get some highs, so I mounted some tweeters in there, and then it's just got like a little USB with a little battery monitor on there. And then this is kind of a better version of that one. And this one's got it's got CarPlay, so I bought this little screen for it. I made this little plate and then 3D printed a couple of these things for the so I can just clip it on. But but again, this one's got a 20 amp hour echo worthy battery. This is the battery charger, fuse box. It's got a little battery monitor underneath here. Here's my little Bluetooth amplifier. These speakers, they're focals that came out of a truck I sold in 1999. I had to build, they didn't turn out all that great, but I had to build these little plates to try to seal the air gaps, and then mount these tweeters. So, but you know.
And I do appreciate you turning off the music so I can put you on video, because YouTube's kind of quirky about that.
Yeah, no worries, I don't mind. But yeah, no, these have been my projects, and but these are my main 2 boxes. So I got my battery box and my radio box. So like if I'm doing like a day POTA, I could take this, or if I'm doing an overnight park or a field day or something like that, then I can take this. I can take the battery box in that. I can put this in my tent, since I have the power inverter, if I need to plug in a fan or my coffee maker or whatever. But
important things.
Yeah, but I've got dual monitors so I can watch movies and do whatever from the computer. I can stream Netflix, or it's got internet. So yeah, that's my setup.
Oh, very cool.
I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Thank you.
KJ5 LXS.
We were just talking afterwards, and Cliff, his call sign ended with OPP. I think it's KG5 OPP. I'm not 100% sure. But he was out here last year or year before.
2023.
2023, he had these Milwaukee packouts. And so, obviously, Cliff inspired you and your dad. So, tell us the story on that.
Kind of inspired my dad. So, you know, my dad was a ham operator since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. And so I've been around it kind of my whole life. And he was a part of the Louisville Club, the Denton Club, and I think the Colony Club here locally. So, but Cliff came out here in, I think, 2023, and he had a Milwaukee packout, and it was decked out. It was awesome. And Mom said that after the challenge, they left and went to Home Depot, and Dad bought the same packout setup and instantly started transitioning his Go Kit over to this packout. And then he got sick, and he passed away last year. And so when we were going through all the ham radio equipment, trying to get the estate sale together, I saw it, and I was like, you know what, I think I'd like to finish that. And so I really just finished this. Everything was finished just maybe 3 days ago. So it took me about a year to come up with the idea, get all the equipment, learn. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know anything about wiring up this stuff and inverters and solar charging. I didn't know anything about all that. But I just saw a project that my dad was about to start, and I just wanted to finish it. So, Pops, I hope you like it. I don't know if this is the way you would have done it, but it's the way I did it, and I hope you like it.
Tell us who you are and what you got here.
All right, November 5, Golf. Name is Colin. And what we have is a minimalistic approach, which is ideal if you want to do HF, either POTA or SOTA. So I call this my lunchbox approach. The whole station, including antennas, fits in this little lunchbox. So what we have here on the table is a QMX by QRP Labs with the battery on the bottom, a little speaker and the keyer. And as antenna, right now I'm using a vertical whip over there. That is normally not the antenna that I take with it. What I take with it is a linked dipole where I go from 30 meters all the way to 10 meters, and it stays put on this 7-meter collapsible fishing pole, and this whole thing weighs less than 3-4 pounds. So we are in business. It's great if you don't want to carry any weight, if you want to have some fun. Yes, you have limited power. You have about between 3.5 to 5 watts output, depending on the band that you are here. But it works great. Good to have QRP fun.
And one thing I noticed is we're on a metal table here.
Yes.
And that is so nice with this key. That is a strong magnet. That is not going to go anywhere. And I cannot copy his speeds here.
That's okay.
But I've seen him at work. Y'all check him out. Was it not last year, but the year before for field day?
Yes.
We were in that trailer.
Okay, that's correct. So I'm part of LARA, the Louisville Amateur Radio Association, and we do field day over there at the Scout Barn in Michael, where?
Southwest Denton County.
Yes.
I know that.
It's in southwest Denton County. We activate pretty much every year from there, and please come on over, have fun. We set up a trailer with a CW operation, with sideband operation, with FT8. It's always a whole lot of fun. See you at Field Day.
So it's W5LVC.
W5LVC.org.
Org. Okay.
Whiskey
I just
5
want to.
Lima Victor Charlie.org. You have all the details there on our webpage.
Tell us who you are and what you got here.
My name is Steve Oldman, KC5NK. I've got an FT991, and I'm running YCAT software to control the rig. I can change bands and modes remotely. I can do parts on the air, spots. Radio changes frequency as I change the grid.
Okay.
I've got an integrated logbook with call sign lookup.
So you have like a 9-volt battery over here running this whole rig, right?
Yeah, this little 9-volt right there.
Look at that thing. It's land power, 4,000 cycle life, 12 volts, 200 amp hours. Pretty impressive thing. And you bought that because the guy who owned this got one that was smaller that had higher amp hours, right?
Correct.
So the technology is improving. So I don't know how old that is, but that looks like a semi-truck battery right there.
I think I'll put that in the back of the truck with a solar panel, and I'll never have to worry about discharging it.
Cool.
Stay trickle charged all the time.
Well, that's very cool. Tell me who you are and what you got here.
Yeah, Carl, W5SU out of Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
Okay. 30-year-old Yaesu FT890. But when this thing came on the market, it had the first really robust antenna tuner. And the tuner in here will run circles around probably any of the newer generation antenna tuners. So I've got the tuner tuning this is a 4-to-1 Attn that I probably don't even need because the tuner will tune it without it. The hot side goes to a totally unmeasured random length non-resonant wire. That's not a half-wave end fit. It's just a random length end fit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to guess it's maybe 60 or 70 feet long in total.
Right.
Goes to the hot side of the Attn, and then I've got a counterpoise connected to the ground. One running over to the right, one running into those bushes to the left.
Okay.
Now let me show you about the counterpoise.
It's a putter reel.
Yeah, it's actually a a carpet layers chalk line with the chalk removed, and just wire wound up in there. So I just throw it out about maybe unmeasured 15 or 20 feet. If I have trouble getting a match, I'll just crank in a few feet or wind out a few feet, hit the sweet spot, and then that radio will tune anything. So that wire will go on any band, any frequency with a 1-to-1 match.
This is one of my viewers, James. James, tell us who you are and what you got going.
I'm James Popham, and my call sign is Kilo India 5 Oscar Echo Bravo KI5 OEB, and I'm out of Enid, Oklahoma.
All right, that's a haul.
And I came here today because Scott invited me down, I don't know, 2 years ago, and then instead of coming down here, I haven't had the chance on this weekend. So I made the Oklahoma Go Kit Challenge at Enid, and we have it at our Enid Ham Fest. It'll be in November. And last Sunday, I found out that I needed to come and move my mom from assisted living to another facility. So I just happened to be here. And
oh, nice.
so I brought my wares.
So what you got here, sir?
So what I have is a sunshade covering up. I've got, let me turn this on for you for your listening pleasure. I've got, I'm doing 2 meter and 440 on this side. I'm using the ICOM 705 and the Zygu G90. And as we know, that's basically QRP all the way around.
Right, right.
But it's very effective for communications and very portable.
Right.
I've started using the G90 because I have issue with people stepping on me while I'm doing Parks on the Air.
Mm-hmm.
So if you lower your wattage down to 20 watts, you get a whole lot less from the center part of the states. You get a whole lot less interference from people far away because they're not listening for a little bitty station. They're listening for the big stations at a park running 100 watts.
Right, right. So what do you got going as far as power?
So power, I am literally running this off of an EBL power system, and it is hopefully charging. It's at 100%, but it's using a little watts. That's the output, that's the input. And I'm going to put a plug in here for a guy named Steve, KM9G, temporarily offline.
Okay.
I acquired the EBL system from him. I acquired the G90 from him. After he does tests on stuff, he gets rid of the equipment because he's in an RV and portable all the time, he can't just collect stuff.
Right, right.
So I get very great deals on his stuff. So I've picked those up so that I could do this without having to slug a battery necessarily, and it charges itself, so it's self-contained. Okay. We can do antennas next. Is that what you
Oh,
want to do
absolutely.
next? Okay.
Yeah. One of my favorites, actually.
So I've got here with the DX Commander is what I decided to put up today. It's the Classic. It's a 10 meter tall fan dipole. It's capable of doing 80 through 10 meters, and today it's set up with 40 through 10 meters. The 80 turns into a sloper off some direction, and I have the 30 meter radiating element on today for that. So I'm probably not going to use 30 meters, but it works best if you set it up the same way each time,
right?
So that it doesn't interfere with each other. It's used to what it's got. It's tuned for that.
I did see something on the ground. I'm going to point it out.
That is a
Ziggy. Are you looking?
Choke.
That is a Ziggy choke.
Ziggy choke.
Choke on a stick.
And he made it specifically for me with BNC connectors. I put a BNC connector on this because
he gave you a lot of extra coax on it too.
And yes, I got it custom made from Ziggy, and he will do that for you. All you got to do is talk to him.
Yeah, Ziggy does some great stuff. He is the 75 ohm ham. Contact him through his YouTube channel. Is the number 75 and ohm ham, OHM. So I got 2 of these on mine. I got one right by the radio. I got one next to the box outside.
That gets my HF. That covers, like I said, 40 through 10 meters, and it will actually tune 6 with the Zygu G90, which is great. Callum has said that it will basically come in a little under 2 to 1, but if you hit the tune button, it'll work. That's what Callum says, and he's not wrong. He is exactly right.
Yeah.
So I brought all this in
Their off-road vehicle here.
with my radio flyer, pun intended. And it is housed in my EMP trash can, inspired by Josh Nass.
Oh, nice.
It's got the little EMP insulator that makes it conductive all the way around, and it should handle somewhere around 40 dB roughly. Don't know, haven't tested it, but it's a good idea. I've got some tools in here. I got an extra battery, spares.
Yeah.
I've got an infed. I got 2 different infeds in here just in case things don't work like planned. And then the other thing, for 2 meter and 70 centimeters, this guy called Scott.
Scott. Yeah, who's Scott?
This guy named Scott, who sponsors the event.
TheHamstop.com. I have one of these. They are durable.
And I found this at the Claremore Hamfest last year, and honest to God, I could make it. He told me I could make it. He showed me the plans, and I was like, nope, that is too cool. So it's made out of aluminum antennas. This is sitting on a tripod that for a camera tripod with a quarter stud. It does great work. I tuned it up. These little tuning pieces right here help you tune up the antenna itself, and
little stinkers on top here.
Great antenna. Yeah, that fine tunes your stuff, and this is what I'm going to use again next year, or I'm sorry, in a month at the Oklahoma City Memorial Marathon. I used this last year, and I'll use it again this year as my primary antenna for the marathon, and supporting that as a service to the community.
Well, very cool. Thank you.
Again, signing off. This is KI5 OEB, and I just love ham radio, and I thank my wife, if she ever hears this or sees it, for allowing me to go out in the park and play.
One of my channel members, Jordan. And so tell us who you are and what you got.
W1JMG, I'm Jordan. I made the splash today with the breakfast tacos, smoked a little brisket overnight for 17 hours. Made a few brisket and egg tacos. Those seem to be hitting well. Also, my incomplete Go kit is also a hit. I have this little Yaesu radio here. It's a Yaesu FT90R that is...
Oh man, yes, we saw that at Ardmore.
Yeah, at Ardmore. It was for sale in a life past because I didn't have a use for it. But I found this guy in Germany that made this cable for me. And this cable makes it so that it can detach, and it's an actual usable detachable face now.
See, those were popular for motorcycles back in the day.
Yeah,
Yaesu was the only one making them, and it is a 50-watt radio.
Yeah, it's a full 50 watts in this package here. Just don't mind the cables there, but this pops on or pops off. The easy part is the radio. The hard part is to find this cable. It doesn't exist on the internet from what I can see. If you find one with the cable, buy it by all means. The cable was more expensive than the radio itself.
Right.
So. But yeah, this little guy had plans, didn't all come together today, but had plans to be able to use him on a chest rig here to have a 50-watt radio as opposed to just a HT, so I could get out to further places and go kit challenge.
So there's somebody you don't like, you just point that antenna at them and...
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. This is my Yagi that I use for some satellite work, and it can connect just about to any radio. A little handheld Yagi that collapses down really quickly so that you can have it stored and whatnot. So it's pretty nice antenna. So yeah, it's fun, but it's what we got going on at the Go Kid Challenge today. So yeah, hope you enjoyed those tacos, Michael.
Oh man, they're delicious.
They're coming to be a
I videoed them last year. I mean, and it's what we're starting this video with is your tacos.
Yeah, absolutely. So. But yeah, that's my kit. A little chest rig here by Team Wendy, and yeah, I just kind of threw this together last minute. So should be an interesting setup once I get a battery and an antenna on it for sure. So
I think a few of you might know Paul. So tell us who you are and what you got.
Well, my name's Paul. Hi everyone, I'm Paul from Prepam Paul. And today I brought, just for show, I didn't enter anything, my 705 and an Alpha, the small mag loop that they just came out with. So just to kind of show everyone, it's kind of a cool looking mag loop. The mag loop does 6 through 20. This is the base unit goes with the MCOM mag loop, which does 15 through 40. So between the two, you can get 6 through 40. Two different loops. But anyway, I just brought it to kind of show people, not really enter anything.
So this one does 50 watts. That's perfect for Japan.
10 watts digital. So it's perfect for the 705. And well, right now we're only running 5 watts because I'm on battery. But if I plugged it in into a power supply, it would be getting 10 watts out. So I might try it, but we're going to take this out on a POTA soon and make a video on it. So
well, very cool.
Not an entry, but I just wanted people to take a look at the antenna.
But check him out, Prepam Paul.
There we go.
On YouTube.
I don't know what I'm doing.
But you're having fun doing it.
But I am having fun doing it.
Tell us who you are and what you got.
Okay, my name is Penny, WHGNL, which was my grandfather's call sign. I just got it when I got my ticket. Right here I have a scooter with a 310. Last year it was a 300, but I bought the 310 for my boyfriend and somehow it ended up on my scooter. You can see that it's got the wires connected into that tube right there, and then it comes down, comes over to this box here, which has a little battery in it, and has a radio. On this side of the scooter,
a little bit bigger than this.
I have my
in a cage. Okay, and I've
got your mic right there.
Mic right here. Yep. All I gotta do is just go on there and go WHENL, and you probably might have heard it through his. And it's just a simple hookup. And I got my drink.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Important things.
Okay,
Yeah.
that one
Tell us who
end.
you are and what you got.
I'm Bill, KM5VZ. I'm in the mobile category. I've got the Yaesu FTX 1F field version. I've got the Optima, but it's sitting in home.
All right.
You know, because I do POTA all the time, Parks on the Air. And so it's like real easy to take this out. Currently I've got it hooked up to the ATES 120, but I also do a lot of wire in the tree.
Right.
In-fed, halfway, off-center fed dipoles, things like that, depending upon what I'm doing. Active in NVIS, so that off-center dipole at 10 foot.
Perfect.
Anyway, this is the setup. So I'm currently using a 9 amp hour battery, 8.5, 9 amp hour battery, powering this thing so I can make the ATES work.
And I love your stand here. That's just perfect.
Yeah, this is a chameleon stand.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So yeah, I saw those recently at at the HRO in Plano. So
they've got
very nice, very
that's where I
durable
got
stand. Perfect.
Anyway, this is setup. So
simple and effective. I love it. I love it. Tell us who you are and what you got.
Well, my name's Coleman Colley, calls KO5C, and I got a Yaesu 857 mounted in a box with wheels.
Oh, that's nice to have the wheels.
I fixed it like that because I have seen through the years people spill Coke, coffee when the radios get excited and knock them off.
Right.
So I've got mine in the box secured so that it's out of the way.
So you can knock the whole thing off rather than just the radios. Okay.
That's pretty heavy, so if you knock it off, you're trying. And then I got
challenge accepted. No.
Okay, fair enough.
Just
Then
kidding.
I've got the whip of a coil set up on that one there. I got it set up for 80.
Man, I love these stands. I really love these stands. Have radio will travel. It's got the woofer recoil. Is that the ceramic one or the PVC one?
It's the PVC one.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
I wish I'd have bought the ceramic.
And
And if I replace, that's what I will do.
And that whip, is that the Arrow whip?
No, that's the Those are 4-wheel.
Oh, they have one that's 17 feet?
Yep.
Okay. Mine wasn't 17 feet.
Well, you got the short one, didn't you? 102-inch?
Yeah, I did change it out. I got an OPEC whip that's 17 feet long. So it's, yeah.
Now,
it feels like you can beat somebody up with it. It's so sturdy. I mean, it's not flimsy like the original pull-forward recoil is.
I get a lot of comments about the yellow and red tape.
Right.
That's so at night I've seen people trip over them.
Mm-hmm.
That way they can see with the flashlight. Kind of a safety feature.
Yeah, and the little LED lights on it too.
That's
really
draw your attention to it.
Yeah, really can't see it here on the camera, but they're pretty bright even out in the sunlight here. And of course, puddle coils all over the place here. So I love those things. Those are great. It's just basically a chalk line replaced with a wire, and you can put them up pretty quick.
It definitely beats trying to unwind and tangle your ground radio, especially if you're in a hurry, because if you're on site because of a disaster and you need to get on there quick.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're doing POTA and you want to get them contacts, you want to get on there quick.
Right.
That's where those come in nice.
And it's the putting it up that's not so fun, so it's nice to have that to put them up faster.
Exactly. Right.
So, pretty awesome setup. I like it. Obviously, you got some power down here. See your fan.
Yeah.
That's where the radios are. See what you got under the hood here.
Let me make sure these are tight here.
So
there's my battery.
Okay.
There's the magic wooden CW key, and the radio's down under there.
Y'all check out last year's video. That magic key that doesn't work for me, but worked for everybody else. It's a great little key. All right, man. Nice setup. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Tell us who you are and what you got.
So K5FPJ, and I'll tell you what. Do you want me to tell you this story?
Yeah, tell us the whole story.
So last night at midnight, I wasn't going to enter or nothing, and I just decided, well, maybe I could throw something together. And I was originally thinking I got to do something new, and I said I'd enter mobile, and I said, but this year I'll do it in a mountain bike. I'll come in from a couple of miles. There's a park down there across the lake and the river. It's 2 miles away. I said I'll park there. I'll bike in, and I figured out a way to make my bike the tripod for my mast. And it worked. And I had all these plans, and I started building the kit. Next thing I knew, it was 3 in the morning. And I said, oh my God, you got to be here at 7:30 a.m. So I said, okay, I'll just go to bed. We'll see what happens. I got up. I was way too late to make it. So I took my partially built kit, no bike, showed up, and then I realized, well, it's a light turnout. I said, maybe I can get this thing actually running. But I was missing a lot of stuff. So I set up my radio, went to the car, and I found that I had an old table in the car. I had an old chair on the table. And then for logging, I found my kid's pencil from school, which I sharpened with a Swiss Army knife. It was under the seat of the car. And I found an old write in the rain pad, and I said, I think I got everything. So I set up and I made my 2 contacts, and here I am.
So very cool.
So, yeah.
So you're using 891?
Oh, somebody's coming in. Yeah, I'm using a Yaesu 891, small lithium battery. Mm-hmm. And I have a cable with a ferrite built in, a coax cable.
All right.
And that goes to a Pactana antenna, which the mast I just kind of put there.
Yeah, I got it going up there.
It's just a really simple, lightweight pack. And everything goes into this backpack.
You weren't even planning on operating in.
I wasn't.
You just scrounged everything out of your vehicle, and here you are.
I came with a show and tell, and I kind of just... It turned into, well, I can throw something together, I think, and I did. And,
well, very good.
Got my 2 contacts. Bands are dead, but I got them. And
yeah,
I'm in the log as an official contestant, so it's fun.
Very cool.
That's the whole point. It's fun.
All right. Tell us who you are and what you got here.
I'm Miranda, and I am the Plano Communications Director. This is a project I've been working on as a demo for cities as to what they can use when they've got fleet equipment coming out of service.
Okay.
This is meant to be a first response demo, as to what you can do if you take your assets that you're pulling out of service and put a little bit into it and then assign staff to it. Just what you're seeing here in the trunk is 200 amp hours of lithium polymer batteries. There's a 6-channel remote switch system just to the left of that. The bottom drawer is an ACUM. That's a JPS device that allows radio patching. Right above that is a D-Star repeater. It's not linked to anything currently, but it is a link-capable system, and I may swap that out for a different repeater depending on how I find it works in here. Above that is a router board. It's a MikroTik. The manufacturers from Latvia make a lot of low-cost, cheaper stuff. Above that, we've got the RF patching. On the left side, you can't really see it. The duplexers are attached to the rack frame.
So that's right here.
Yep.
So kind of a box there.
And I don't know if you've caught it because it's behind the trunk lip. There is a LTE system.
Okay.
It's right here. You can just see the tail.
Oh, right there. Okay. Yep. Yeah, right there.
And this car can accept solar. It's currently plugged into a small panel that's sitting behind the tinted window that you can't see through. And there's a 75 amp RV charger. All of this is on 1-aught cable, and the only thing that I need to replace still is the 2-gauge cable going up to the 1200 watt inverter.
Okay.
If I need a bigger solar panel, this is the 160 watt EcoFlow.
Okay.
And it lives underneath the roadside kit. So I do roadside services.
Oh, very cool.
I'm part of multiple groups for community service, disaster recovery, and this is just part of it. Road safety is a big thing for me.
Oh, cool. So, and then you have a plug-in right here.
Yep, that is an auto ejector. So you see that in a lot of fire trucks and ambulances. When you start the vehicle, it kicks the plug out just so you can't drive it off with it and either yank the cable out of the wall or rip your bumper off.
Yep.
Either one of those can happen.
Yeah, we see them on ambulances and fire trucks all the time. So what do you got inside of the rig here?
A lot. So back here is, well, there's all the race water. The Panasonic ToughPad is the primary data interface for the system. It's wired into the programmers and audio systems. I use DigiRigs for the HF and VHF components. The HF radio and VHF UHF radios are Yaesu. They just happen to interface better with the system, and they all plug into this dock. The tablet is removable and you can carry it with you. It has its own LTE service,
right?
So you can carry data. There is also the computer back here. It's a little bitty, like a B-Link type system. It's a 16 core with integrated graphics. And that's meant to store scene photos or search history or whatever. It's got various services on it. It's got some offline data repositories. I forgot to bring the Starlink. That's also a possibility.
Yeah.
And then coming up to the front, there's mostly meant to be a driver capable system. The radio up top in the front on the dash is an FT891.
All right.
It's for HF. And go down to the 5100A.
Right below it.
That's for D-Star, if I need to get into any D-Star systems. Below that, right below the factory radio, is the FTM200. It's going to get upgraded for a dual radio, a dual transmit-receive system. And then we go into the console, and we've got the scanner. Below that is the lighting controller. And then there's 3 NX5000s, VHF, UHF, and 7.8.
Okay.
The microphones on the right side are radio mics, so they are all in one control for CB and GMRS.
Oh, sweet.
And then the VHF, UHF mics sit on the left side, so the amateur stuff sits on the left side and the upright mics. I had so many microphones, I had to make my own solution for upright mounting. Otherwise, they cover the entire console, and that wasn't working.
And then you have your Windows computer up here.
Correct. And that can be a APRS client, it can be a WinLink gate, it can be a WinLink client. It has a VAR on it, it does packet. and it can connect either HF or VHF UHF.
Okay. Well, cool deal. Thank you very much. This is quite a rig.
It's taken a little bit to design.
Yes. Very nicely done.
It's also got the Bluetooth keyboard here. So.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't want to tap on the screen continuously, you can just turn the keyboard on, and that's why Windows is angry, is because I left it on.
Oh.
Last year we had so many people that there were people in the back of the room that said they could not hear me.
There you go.
So I stole Peyton's karaoke machine so people could hear me. And then nobody showed up. But that's okay. I hope everyone had fun. I have enjoyed it. It's great to see so many people out here today. I want to say thank you to, we had 2 club sponsors that were awesome for us today. The Louisville Amateur Radio Association and the Lake Area Amateur Radio Association both provided financial donations to make this possible and help offset some of the costs. So thank you to that. We had some of our board members that provided some things. Jordan provided us with breakfast. Debbie provided us with breakfast. Dale provided us with coffee.
Where?
Scott Croft took care of preparing the acrylic plaques that the winners will get to take home and keep. I think Scott took care of the dog tags on the trophies that rotate to the next winner. So special thanks to all of those folks who helped put that together. Who did I leave out?
Scott and Brandon for the raffle.
Well, I haven't gotten there yet. We're going to talk about the raffle in a second.
How about everybody that showed up?
Well, absolutely we thank everyone. Didn't I say that? Oh, and thanks for the volunteers. So Kathy and Heidi took care of the registration. Kathy, Heidi, and Debbie took care of the registration table. Scott and I ran around and made sure everybody could make their 2 contacts on the radio. Remember, we said that was one of the rules. You had to prove that the radio worked by making 2 contacts.
We were there.
While we were present. So that worked out really well. And really, I do. I appreciate everybody that came out today. This has been a lot of fun. I'm excited about it. I'm excited for the next year. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, we had a couple of donations this year. We had a knife donated. And here, Peyton, would you hold the microphone for me?
Don't cut yourself.
He's not going to cut himself, Scott.
So, we had a donation of a knife that we were able to raffle off. People who came out today were able to make a $10 donation and get their name in the raffle. So, where's my YouTubers that are mobile? I want you to see the quality of this knife that was donated to us. This is a Kershaw knife. So, anyway, we raffled this off, $10 per ticket, so that it looks official, like we know what we're doing. Isn't that cool? All right, I'm gonna unlock this, and Peyton's gonna stick her hand in there and draw one of those cards.
Look right.
Oh, you're gonna have to use your other hand.
Face won't work. Yeah.
I'm gonna start a second job.
Can you read that?
Can't you read it?
Oh, that would be November 5 Golf. Colin! Look at you, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was donated by Scott Croft.
Fantastic.
Be careful, it's extremely sharp.
Major razor sharp.
I can use it to save.
You could.
Now that's a knife.
That's a knife. That's a knife.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yep. They will not let me into the park with this.
Okay. All right. The other thing we're going to give away is the Alpha antenna coupon. Let me open this again. Oh, don't we just feel official? We're going high class here with this.
I like the barrel.
And KG5ZNK. Kathy, $50 gift certificate to.
Yay.
Thank you. And to Scott and Brandon, thank you so much for donating that. That always helps to get people more excited about things. And the proceeds for that will go to pay for next year's Go Kid Challenge. Let's start with the mobile category. We're going to make that the first one we do. Okay, the mobile category is... Actually, I'll take it.
It's at the very bottom.
Hold on, I'm looking. I gotta get my other glasses or something. NE5GT. Greg. Would you like me to put that on you? No? I would do that for you.
There you go, boom.
Greg gets the license plate. His call sign and name will be engraved on it. And that is one of the rotating prizes. So whoever wins next year will get that. So you have to bring it back.
Yeah, because I'm coming for it next year.
You have to bring it back. Yeah, we send the bouncer. You keep it for now. Well, wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. This is yours to keep permanently. A nice little plaque that talks about Aries, POTA, SOTA. This is the Mobile 2026 category for the most votes for a mobile rig, and that is yours to keep.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Scott, and everybody who puts this on. It's great to see everybody every year.
Greg, walk this way, please. Keep walking.
He wants to see it up close.
He wants it on camera.
Do the catwalk.
Do the catwalk.
That was classic. That was so classic.
All right. Next is our 50 and over category, and I'm not real sure that this guy actually qualified for 50 and over. I don't think he's reached. Oh wait, no, we're talking about the radio. So 50 and over, that's for the technician class license especially. That's really what it was created for, was to give the technicians an opportunity to compete. It's supposed to be 50 megahertz and over. Don't get technical with me. I know there's some privileges below that, but we're not talking about that. The 50 and over category goes to Brandon. KJ5LXS. He told us he was going to win.
He did.
I did.
In August. Okay. The baby cup. Okay, the baby cup will get a dog tag with it. And it'll have your call sign and the year. And that you have to return to us. The plaque you will get to keep. And that is in honor of winning the 50 and over category.
Good job, man.
Thank you for all the tickets. It's been a long year. Building that monstrosity.
He did.
So, good kid.
Tell you what, that kit, did the YouTubers, did y'all go video that kit? That kit is very, very awesome, and especially if you start looking in the back to see the detail that went into putting all of the gauges, putting the custom front board on it, the way everything is wired. It's just a very, very well put together kit. I was very impressed.
Now you have to catwalk towards Paul.
Yep. Go show Paul your plaque.
Don't lose the cup.
No.
Don't lose the cup.
I have tequila.
It's about that size.
It's a shooter.
I believe that was said last year too.
Here go, Brandon!
Good job, Brandon.
All right, the highly coveted Hamburg Cup. This was the original cup that was given away at the very first Go Kid Challenge.
Second.
Was it the second?
Yeah, because you gave participation trophy.
Oh yeah, the very first one, everybody that showed up got a participation certificate. That was kind of funny. Anyway, okay. The Hamburg Cup goes to KI5OEB. James. Where's James?
James. Good job, James.
And it goes to Oklahoma.
For those of you that don't know, where are you from, James? I am from Enid, Oklahoma, and I'm also the representative of the Oklahoma Go Kid Challenge.
Oh, no. Oh,
Somebody named Scott challenged me to come down, and it just so happens that I'm in the area today, so here I am. All right, so here's the deal. The Hamburg Cup, the most prized possession of any Go Kit Challenge winner, is yours for the period of 1 year. The deal with the Hamburg Cup is it is a rotating trophy. It will go to the next winner next year. Now, you could win it again next year. There's nothing wrong with that. But you got to bring it back at least so that we can.
I will probably leave this for you guys just in case I don't make it next time.
Hey, Jay,
that's
we got photos. Well, there are
I
a few
appreciate
people that are talking about wanting to go up there and have a shootout.
I only know of one person that's talking about that.
Had a person ask me about that, and I had a second.
Okay, little advertising here. The Enid Ham Fest is in November, and we will be having a Go Kit Challenge from Oklahoma. So I would invite anybody that wants to come and show their wares, please come up, because that was, although very lightly attended, they had some really keen kits, and nothing impresses better than somebody who's came up with his own idea on a kit. So bring them on up to Enid's Ham Fest in November, and we'll welcome you.
Challenge accepted.
Thank you very much.
We have similar categories, just like you guys. Same three, I think. Okay. So yeah, bring them on up. We did not have anybody enter the mobile category. Throwing that out there.
Just saying.
Last year. So come on up. Thank you.
All right, and that is yours to keep.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you for making the trip over to see us. We really appreciate it. It's good to have you.
It's fun. And I had the best time of anybody here because I had 3 youths down there as a captive audience for pretty much the whole time, and I missed almost everybody's stuff up here. I had to make an effort to come up and play with you guys, but I do like that the kids that came out got to see some ham radio. Thank you guys. Thanks, Scott.
Thank you very much.
Get all 3 of the winners together over there by Kelly, please.
Yep, yeah, all 3 of the winners, come on up.
Yeah, it has to do with walk. And then I got a music flavor.
There you go. Good walk, James.
Just kidding. Well, I guess I could. You could, it's long enough. Oh, we are.
He's wearing it. That way it doesn't drop.
All right.
Hey, everybody turn to the right.
Well, that was the 2026 Go Kid Challenge, and I had a lot of fun, and I hope you did too. And look forward to next year. Maybe, just maybe, I'll consider putting in an entry. I don't know yet. I need to think about it and kind of get some creative juices going there. I do have little quick fixes that I do all the time, but sometimes I need, or sometimes I need to get a good complete kit that is just ready to go and throw an antenna on it and be done. But it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this morning. It's starting to get a little warm here. AC's going. It's supposed to get up to the mid-90s, so I'm going to head on to my next destination. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having fun doing it. But for now, y'all take care. Be safe.